With the release of Avengers Endgame, there's now 22. I don't have 22 fingers. Movies in the MCU. So now I'm going to rank all 22 movies from worst to best. Now, before any of this starts, I love all of the MCU movies. Like every single one of them are great. Just some of them just like better than the others. Just and also some of these are unpopular opinions. So just don't get mad at me if like one of your favorite movies are on like the lower list or some of your least favorite movies are higher on the list. Just it's my own opinion, okay? So let's get started. Coming in at last place is no doubt the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, this movie is kind of like the black sheep of all the MCU movies. Like every time I watch this, I think it's just some kind of other Marvel movie. Really, it's just like like Hulk 2003. It's not an MCU movie. It's just another Marvel movie trying to be like an MCU movie. Like just the storyline. They didn't really announce. Really, there's no storyline much, and like Edward Norton, like I don't really like him as Hulk. Like I'm so glad they recasted him and Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo is so much better as Bruce Banner, and like of course it has many great action sequences, like from the beginning when it was kind of like dark, and also like another daytime scene, and then really the only one really the best part is only the final battle, which is mostly in all the MCU movies, but like this is only like really the best part, and just movie doesn't really make sense to me, and a lot of times I'm just questioning just like why did they do that and stuff like that. So anyway, you guys might like this. I can see why you like that movie, but like just I don't really like it. And at number 21 is Thor: The Dark World. Yeah, this is no doubt like really everyone's least favorite movie, and I can kind of see that. Like, there's again not really much storyline, and just Loki fakes his own death and stuff like that. But the real thing that I hate about this movie is the villain. Like Malekith is easily the most forgettable and boring villain in all of really movie history. I mean, wait, no, that's not. Well, all of the MCU really just he just wants the ether. Like he doesn't have a reason to. Just he wants power. Does he really have a reason at all? Unlike other like people villains in the MCU, and just there's a bunch of storylines combined. Like what do you like what movie do they want to make? Just like either like a Game of Thrones movie, a Viking movie, like a historical movie, like it's weird what they think, and this it doesn't really make sense to me. The entire like thing, the entire movie. And coming in at number 20 is Thor. This movie, just like Thor: The Dark World, like what kind of movie are they trying to make? Like a movie about God coming to Earth, which is mostly that, and also that it's and like Loki trying to get the throne and everything like that, and I don't understand it. I mean, yeah, it has a bunch of really good humor and stuff, and like Thor trying to fit in kind of the in Earth, but at the same time, like his arrogance, Thor's arrogance, and just why and just why would he think that it's okay to just go and get war on them? I mean, I know he was young, well, kind of. Well, he was 1,500 years old, but anyway, but like, what made him think that? And just and also Odin's sleep, like yes, it is kind of powerful. Just like when he goes to sleep, but then he suddenly wakes up and he's more powerful. But like, who knows how long he's gonna take to actually get up. And just like, and Loki, he was a great character, and he will be, and he has for the entire MCU. But and this and Jane Foster, I don't know about her. Like, I didn't really like her in all of the movies she's been in. So anyway, movie not so great. And coming in at number 19 is Captain America, the First Avenger. Now, before you all start yelling at me and stuff, let me explain. Yes, a bunch of people like this movie. I can see why you like this movie. I'm glad you do. I want to like this movie. I want to put it in my top 10, but just the way it goes. Just the thing. This is a great movie. It's just everything is great about it, but just at a bunch of times it just gets really boring and stuff. And I know it happened in the 40s, and I get that, and everything was boring and stuff. But like, really, just the first like 30 minutes really got into me, just telling Captain America's origin in just a great way, and just him getting in. And then after that, just they put a whole montage through World War II, like they were trying to just go on with the movie, like they just don't care about anything else, and just a bunch of things, like there's a bunch of battles and stuff from the montage that I actually want to see more of. And the movie only turned out to be 2 hours and 5 minutes. They could have got to like 2 hours and 10 minutes just to show one more battle, because like the beginning battle of the montage like looked really interesting. I really wanted to see it, but just didn't. But I mean, Red Skull was a great villain. Like unlike Malekith, he had a reason, and sometimes you just take his side actually, and he just. I know it's a great movie, but just I want to like it. I want to put it in the top 10, but I can't. And coming in at number 18 is Iron Man 2. Iron Man 1 was just an absolute blast, and once I watched it, like I was so excited. And when Iron Man 2 was announced, I was so happy, and just like Incredible Hulk was bad, so I was hoping they would kick it up. But not really. And like really just there's a whole bunch of storylines smashed into one. Just the US government wanting an Iron Man suit, and Ivan Vanko trying to get revenge on Tony Stark, and Justin Hammer trying to humiliate Tony Stark, like just all mixed to one, and just didn't make really any sense. And the final battle wasn't so great. It was like 10 minutes. Really like 8 of those minutes are them fighting bots. Only like 2 minutes of them fighting Whiplash, and like the final battle would be a great battle for like a middle battle, but for a final battle it's not that great really. And like Black Widow, I mean, yeah, she was great and all, but I think they should have like put her in just in the Avengers, because she didn't play really an important role in it, and I think they could have just left her. And they're trying to get all the Avengers in every movie, but that's so great it turned out. Now, by the way, the rest of these movies like are all great, and I wish I could put them all in my top 10, but like I can't. So when one of your favorite movies turns out low on this list, just I like others better. Just that's the thing. Coming in at number 17 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Stop yelling at me, okay? Just stop it. Like I said, like I like all of the rest of the movies, but like I just like more others. No, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. This movie is just absolutely awesome. But like it's weird. Like the villain Ego. I mean, I liked Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is one of my favorite actors. But like, he went from saving them, playing catch, and then turning into an evil psychopath. Like just in like 10 minutes, right there. And like, it didn't really make much sense to me. And the final battle, it was like an hour long. We're really in like, unlike Avengers Endgame, like I wasn't really into it. Like the entire final battle wasn't very like entertaining, I guess, as all the others. I was just complaining about Iron Man 2 of having a very short final battle. Now I'm talking about this one having a very long one. And yeah, and just Drax telling about Mantis, how ugly she is, even though she already looks vulnerable herself, and just is dumb. Just yeah, I like this movie, but just I like others better. And coming in at number 16 is Iron Man 3. My mom's gonna kill me. Yeah, this movie is absolutely amazing. I love this movie so much. But again, just there's so many, and just I like others more. But like, again, like Aldrich Killian was just very weird, and just again, like Malekith, very forgettable, and like all he wanted to do is get revenge on Tony Stark, which didn't work out very well. And like the fake Mandarin thing was both confusing and disappointing. One of the best villains in the comics, just make him an actor. Yeah. Great job, Shane Black. And again, this movie like kind of just seems like another just Shane Black movie. Though it is great, and the final battle was one of the best final battles in all of MCU, and just all of the Iron Man armors, and just the scenes with Harvey and Iron Man were just really cool. But again, I love this movie so much, but I like others more. Coming in at number 15 is Doctor Strange. I love this movie so much. Again, dislike more. Others better. This movie is amazing, but at the same time, confusing. Like all the magic and stuff, like I love, but at the same time, it's hard to keep up with all of the magic that's going on. Just like in the mirror realm, like in that fight in the mirror realm, like everything was just upside down and stuff. Like look, even in the poster, like look how confusing that is. And just like Caecilius, I mean, like again, kind of a forgettable villain. Not really much of a reason to just reason for being a villain. He just wanted to turn back. And like Dormammu, yes, he's a great villain, but like really the only thing he's like known for is like the final battle, which was Dormammu come to bargain, which was the absolute best part of the entire movie. And it was a great final battle. Again, love this movie so much, like others more. Coming in at number 14 is Captain Marvel. This might be a very unpopular opinion, but I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, actually. But like, why it's so low? Well, it's actually kind of in the halfway mark. But like, I love this movie also, but like the thing that kind of ranks it so low is like, again, not really a storyline and not really a villain except Jan Rog, and just the stuff with the Skrulls. Everyone was excited about the Skrulls. When they found out they're just not villains, everyone was disappointed. It was like the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. It was very confusing and disappointing at the same time. And like like Nick Fury losing his eye, that made no sense. Like in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, like Nick Fury says, "Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye." He trusted Goose, and he lost. Just when you think of it, like he trusted him, so then he lost an eye. Just pop that sticker. So he's just like, okay, I'm never gonna trust any living being again because of the betrayal I got from a cat. But anyway, this movie is actually very great, but not much of a storyline also. Again, great movie. Coming in at number 13 is Ant-Man. This movie I absolutely enjoyed so incredibly much. And I wanted to put it in my top 10 or even my top 5. But just the way it goes, I love this movie so much. I love the humor. I love Luis's stories, and like, actually, Darren Cross actually was a pretty good villain. Actually, he wasn't a terrible villain, and like, I love this movie, but like again, didn't really make sense a bunch of times. Sometimes, and like. And I still don't understand how he could shrink, and like he found out the distance between atoms. How are you supposed to shrink then? And like in the comics, Hank Pym was actually the Ant-Man, and I wanted Hank Pym to be actually Ant-Man, but now he's old, and Scott Lang is I love, but like I think Hank Pym would have done a better actually representation of, Ant-Man. Coming in at number 12 is Black Panther. You're probably like, what's this movie doing all the way at number 12? This movie was a great movie. Yes, it was an absolutely great movie. I mean, the Killmonger was absolutely probably like the second best Marvel villain ever. Like, he had an absolute great reason, and like sometimes he can even take his side because of how much and like just everything is great about this movie. But Claw, like, I think was wasted. I think he could have stayed longer in the MCU, and I like Claw, and like I don't know why they just got rid of him so quickly. And like I love Black Panther himself, and just he's absolutely amazing, and I love him. But Everett Ross, and also what happened to Nakia in the entire MCU? She just suddenly disappeared. She didn't show up in Avengers: Infinity War, nor Endgame, or any other movie. But yeah, I love this movie. Wish I could put it in my top 10. It was so close, but I couldn't. Coming in at number 11 is Iron Man. The first movie in the MCU. One of the best. This movie is absolutely incredible. It should be the Incredible Iron Man, not the Incredible Hulk, because the Incredible Hulk was an absolute disaster. And once the Incredible Hulk came out, this movie was absolutely amazing. And we hoped in the Incredible Hulk it will be just as good, but it wasn't. But Iron Man, it was absolutely amazing. And like Obadiah, like he was an absolutely great villain, and I love him. But again, I don't really know why he actually betrayed Tony. I'm wondering, like, I don't know why. And just how Tony built a Iron Man suit and a cave was just absolutely mind blowing. And this movie is a very great movie. I wish it was in the top 10. It was just so close to the top 10. Coming in at number 10 is Avengers: Age of Ultron. You're probably like, this movie should be way lower on the list. And I don't understand the hate that this movie gets. It was an absolutely great movie, and just like, and Ultron is a great villain. He has reason, and like this is a very important movie to the MCU, actually, and just their visions actually show visions of the entire of like the future MCU. Really, every single one of them were of the future MCU, except well, I think also Black Widow, because I think that's because I think there's gonna be a Black Widow movie, and like the movie was absolutely great, and I'm so sad that they killed off Quicksilver so soon. Like, I mean, well, so early in the MCU, because I thought I want him to go on and on. I mean, I think maybe it was because of the X-Men Quicksilver, which I think was a better Quicksilver, but like I don't know why they killed him off. Joss Whedon, he was a great director, but just this movie was absolutely amazing. Coming in at number 9 is Spider-Man Homecoming. This movie was a great addition to the MCU, showing me as a very like a teenager, like it should be. Like all the other variations of Spider-Man, like really were like 20s or something, and acted like adults and stuff. But this one, like he's still trying to figure out his powers, and like Vulture was actually a really great villain, and the life lessons that Tony Stark gives and this stuff, and it was great addition to the MCU, and shows like actually what Spider-Man should be, actually just a teenager trying to figure out his powers, and like this it was great, and trying to impress his girlfriend and stuff, and it was actually really cool. Yeah. Okay. Coming in at number 8 is The Avengers. This movie, when I heard it was gonna come out, like I was so excited for it, and guess what? Every single one of my expectations were bam right out of it. Like this movie was so great. Like really, this is the definition of a superhero movie. Just of all of the franchises and they are combined, really, and many other like people think like franchises have tried to do it what it is, but have all failed. This movie was just bam. Was unbelievable. Like Loki again, absolutely great villain. He did a better job as a villain. He's probably like maybe my my third favorite villain. I don't know, but this movie, absolutely amazing. Coming in at number 7 is Guardians of the Galaxy. When Marvel announced a movie about a talking raccoon with a French tree and a green girl and a gray person with red tattoos, the person who listens to music all the time, I was like, about time? I'm kidding. Like, I was just like, how could they pull this off and make this a great movie? It's like the Avengers were pretty great, but do you really think that this will exceed it? Absolutely. This movie did way past my expectations. I thought this movie was just gonna be low on my list, but it was absolutely great. Like Ronan was a pretty good like villain in the MCU, and also just everything about it is just amazing. And Milano and really now everyone's getting into 80s music and stuff now because of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I love every music they put in it. Like this still is really cool, and I love the movie. Coming in at number 6 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. When the movie was announced, I was just like, how could they beat Ant-Man 1? Like, Ant-Man 1 was super good. And like, could they beat it? They beat it by so many times. Like, it was absolutely great. Like, Ghost, I mean, she was an okay villain. I mean, I think I prefer her as a boy like she was in comics. I'm not sexist. But, like, and also, like, Luis is still telling his little stories, and that's, even though there's only one, like, that was better than both of the ones in Ant-Man 1 combined. And just them teaming up, like Ant-Man and the Wasp teaming up was also a great addition, and it was a great storyline also, with also new characters that are great additions to the MCU, like Bill Foster and Ghost and stuff, people. Yeah, this was just an absolutely great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Bringing us into the top 5 is Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Captain America, the First Avenger, not very great. Like, look how low it is. Sequel comes out, grab that, put it right into the top 5. Runs from number 19 all the way up to number 5. This movie was absolutely amazing. The storyline was mind-blowing. And, like, the stealth suit, as you can see in the poster, was, like, probably my second favorite Captain America suit. It is, like, I love it. And just Bucky as a villain was great. And the end of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, I love this movie so much. Like, I wish it could be number 2 or something like that. I wish it could be higher, even though it's so high right now. Just it's absolutely amazing. Coming in number 4 is Captain America: Civil War. Like, Captain America: The Winter Soldier blew my mind. So then when they confirmed Civil War, I was absolutely ecstatic about this. I was just like, well, The Winter Soldier was absolutely great, and like, hopefully they can bump it up with this one, and it did. Like, they had a reason to actually go to war, and I'm Team Cap, actually. Well, like, they are both right, and they're both wrong in each way. And Zemo, he is an absolutely great villain, and he did it and he tried to defeat the Avengers in the most smartest way possible. Make them fight themselves. That is absolutely genius, actually. And just it was an absolutely great movie. It made us pick a side, and I think most of people did Cap, but I know people who did Team Iron Man, and yeah, this movie was absolutely amazing. Our runner-up is Thor Ragnarok. An award for the best comeback to the franchise is Thor Ragnarok. This, the Thor movies have had a rough history. Like, the Thor movies were absolutely terrible. They were all low on my list. Thor Ragnarok, and when Thor Ragnarok was confirmed, I was just like, probably it's gonna be low on my list again. It was absolutely amazing. Like, it exceeded. It was absolutely amazing, and this Thor cutting his hair, I liked him way better with his haircut. Thor lost everything really in this movie, and getting Mjolnir destroyed was actually just a wake-up call for him, and that he will now be great. And just the entire movie, and Thor facing Hulk was great, and being stuck on Sakaar, and also Hela was an absolutely great villain. This movie was absolutely amazing. Coming in at number 2 is Avengers Infinity War. This video is already 30 minutes long, so I'm just gonna try to keep it short. Okay, this movie exceeded every single one of my expectations I had for this movie. I think this is actually the definition of a superhero movie. Really, well, except Hawkeye and Ant-Man, every single hero was all in this movie, and it was absolutely great. Every single one of my expectations were right there in the movie. It was great. I know 30 seconds review, but it's 30 minutes. I don't want to get this very long. And my number 1 favorite MCU movie is Avengers Endgame. No doubt, probably everyone's favorite MCU movie. This movie, again, like Infinity War, took hold of all my expectations. Put them right there on the big screen. This movie has every single character in the entire MCU in one entire movie. Getting every single character from a franchise and putting it together. And I'm still surprised that Cap didn't die, and only 2 people died in Avengers Endgame. I thought almost everyone was going to die. And the disappointing thing was Thor Fat. Well, you can see the whole review on this movie in another video, on my last video, so just check that out for the full review. But yeah, great movie. So yeah, that was me ranking all of the MCU movies. I know this is a very long video, but I love Marvel. I just want to talk about movies all the time. Let's just start a new channel like me just talking about movies. No, that'll be stealing from another channel. Oh, well. Anyway, be sure to maybe leave your ranking in the comments, and I'll see you later. Sorry for a 30-minute video.